Okay, so good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, wherever you are. We're just introducing our next BYU student for our interview here at Valley Noble, and his name is Malone. But I'm going to let him introduce himself and he can take it away. Thanks, Malone.
All right, aloha. My name is Kenneth Malone Fepuleai, 25 years of old. I was born and raised in Samoa, but I moved here to Hawaii to study here at the Brigham Young University of Hawaii. I moved here, started school in winter 2022. So it's been 3 years, and so I have one more year left in school. I'm studying information technology.
Nice.
Uh, and also work on. I currently work in the information technology infrastructure here in BYU Hawaii. So that's gonna hopefully help a lot in my resume and uh, as I proceed, you know, with after school. And yeah, that's
Awesome.
about me.
Awesome. Thanks, Malone. What interested you in the technology field, in the IT field?
Yeah, just growing up, just looking things around the house always has to do with technology and then just seeing how technology changes wherever we are,
Mm,
uh, at home, and at school and how we learn. Just
awesome.
interested me that the world is advancing and with technology, and if we don't keep up with technology these days, we're gonna be left behind. And so that really interested me to look into computers and um, you know have a future in it. So yeah.
Oh, nice. That's really cool because I guess you can see how, yeah, exactly you're right, how you can see the different advancements of IT and just how quickly it's going, especially in that, the field of AI and how quickly that's going to leave us in the dust. So I'm just really interested in, I guess, like, what do you think you can use when you go back home? Is that where you want to end up after school? Is back in Samoa?
Yeah. Right now, just sort of a lot of options right now. It's whether to stay here in America and further my education in another university up in the mainland, or it's moving over to Australia, or even go back to Samoa and helping with that. So there's a lot of
Nice.
options right now. So
Yes, yes. And I think too, like when you go to BYU, you just realize how many options you have out there for you, and it's sort of, I guess, a wider network of people that you can meet, opportunities that you can have. So that's really good. I'm also interested to know, like, if you were to go home, that was your chosen option. What kind of IT would you like to set up in Samoa, or what kind of things do you see that would benefit your country?
I guess just with the experiences that I am facing right now with the IT job here on campus, I feel like I could contribute to Samoa in a way where we have America. You get a lot of experiences with advanced technology that Samoa might be introducing in sort of way, and so working with those, I guess, companies like Vodafone, Digicel that provide internet connection to Samoa, and just being part of that team to setting up the network in Samoa. So that's one.
Amazing.
Yeah,
That would be so awesome. I'm sure your country will be like, yes, come on back and we'll give you a job straight away to get that infrastructure, because I think that's
yeah,
probably one of the biggest things, isn't it? And having enough skilled people to be able to get that sorted. So I think they're going to be looking for you. What
Hopefully.
about what about I guess in your role now at with your IT role, what kind of things do you do there? Like what would a day in the life of your role be?
Um, well, it's a mixture of school and work at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Take classes, and then later on in the day, you go to work,
Ah,
and
yes,
you can
yes.
19 hours a week. But
Yep.
from day to day would be uh, so as an infrastructure, we sort of look at the installation of switch rooms and providing internet by terminating fiber into the
Okay.
closet,
Yes.
uh, um, installing access points or the Wi-Fi's around campus,
Mm-hmm.
installing installation of cameras, security cameras
Okay,
around,
yes, yes.
and yeah, sort of just configuring them. And if anything comes down, it's our priority that each building, especially the administration building, has
Mm-hmm.
internet. If they don't, we need a yeah. And so
Yes.
just providing internet wherever it needs around campus, and especially for the students and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
employees. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Oh yeah, definitely. They will definitely need you back home to get all that sorted. Those are really great skills to have, definitely, because I mean, as you talked about before, how internet and Wi-Fi is, progressing so rapidly. Those are all definite needs that everyone has, would need to have. And I'm assuming too, like back home in Samoa, it'll be great for the schools, the government buildings. So yeah, look out for Malone, guys, if you're needing a technician in the future. Yeah, here's our resume right here. So, when did you say you graduated again?
I graduated in a church school in Samoa, like a
Yes,
church
yes.
college.
Ah,
Uh,
nice. And what about when did you graduate from BYU?
I graduated from BYU
Yeah, yeah.
next fall, so fall of 2025, so
Oh,
December.
nice. That's exciting. And you said you're married. Do you have any little ones?
Nope, not yet.
Yes.
So
And
so
and
yeah,
when
that's yeah,
that's on the cards in the future.
yeah,
There you
yeah.
go.
It's,
What about your wife? What does she study at BYU as well?
yeah.
Yeah.
We came at the same time, and she's studying elementary education, so
There
we'll be
you
teachers.
go. Setting up schools and IT in Samoa. Perfect.
Yeah.
Uh, so I guess as we go along to our next question, what about you've been at BYU for a little while now. So what's one of your biggest highlights, I guess, that you've come across?
I just uh, I came here as a single student and then got married here. So
Hmm.
it's for a year, and I guess that's something that a highlight in my life because you you come here looking for education, not knowing the Lord has provided a way eternally for you to get married and meet someone. And so I guess that's the highlight in my life. Like I said, plan was to come here, go back home to Samoa and build from there. But it's a different story now, and you have more responsibilities. And it's not only about what I want to do, but it's like just joining and seeing what my wife wants to do. And so just
Yes,
the highlight is just the world just changed, and um, just yeah,
absolutely.
learning and learning every day is a blessing and a highlight every day.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, because I guess you sort of, never expect it, you never know what life brings you, and coming to BYU opens like so many doors, opportunities, meeting different people, your wife. And I think it's such a great learning, not only for school and learning those skills that you need to take out in the workforce, but learning about yourself as an individual, and then in your case, learning to, I guess, be a husband and in the future as a dad. And you have a lot of great examples on campus, to give you from, I guess, your age perspective, because sometimes when we are with our families at home, it's a wider range of ages, but here you're with your peers. You can say,
Mm.
hey, I'm not sure how I should manage this, or getting advice and with friends that are in that same experience right now. So that's pretty cool. And I guess what other things? So where did you go for your mission?
I served in Fiji, in the Fiji Civil
Oh wow,
from
that's cool.
19 to 21. So just,
Nice.
yeah.
And do you still speak the language?
Yeah. Hopefully they
That's cool.
understand me, but yeah.
Yes, yes. Because I know had an interview with a Musi, and he was talking about how he went to Philippines on his mission, and that he's
Yeah.
still able to speak the language. So I think, again, that's another great skill that you can learn. I mean, going on your mission, one thing, coming to BYU and meeting the rest of, you know, you've got a teammate who's from Fiji, and then he's got a teammate that's from Philippines, so you can keep up that nurturing your language, learning other languages and cultures. So it's
Yeah.
a great experience there, eh?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
What about share one tip for our audience? So thinking of your wife, your sisters, your mum, aunties, your friends at BYU, and any other women in your life, and I guess particularly our LDS women. What's one point or one tip that you can give today to help to empower them or uplift their spirits?
Um, I guess one is to um, is to always remember that it's okay to mess up. It's okay to fail in sort of way. That as long as you keep going and building, rebuilding, that's the main point. Um, like for us, ever since we left in 2022 beginning, we never been back home. But just this summer, we were able to go to Australia, where my wife's
Nice.
family. And like after being in America for like 3 years and going back home or seeing families, it just gave that extra boost to finish strong, to finish this 1 year strong. Sometimes we feel a lot of pressure and stress when we're going throughout, school and work at the same time. We have a lot of worries, and not only that, but we always church callings, and it's sometimes overwhelming. But I guess it's okay to uh, take a break, like we did, and just go back home and spend time with families and friends. And then you know that when you come back, you're able to um, refresh your mind and be able to finish strong. So if you ever get the chance, feel free to um, what's it called? Just relax. Yeah, just
Yeah,
take
that's
time off it, take care of yourself, and yeah,
that's awesome. But I love that because sometimes, and you're right, you do mess up, and it's okay. Like it's okay to sometimes a fail is a good thing because it's a good learning experience, and you can sort of see like, oh, how can I improve that, or how can I change the way I did things before, So that either doesn't happen again or I can have a better outcome. And I also think, thank you for sharing that too, because it's so important to have, when you're at school and you're working and you are far from home and family, it's really important to check in and take that time to have a break with each other, to reconnect with your families, because they're what keeps you going, and it is that last stretch that's the toughest, and it's so important to make sure, like, what can we do to keep us going? So that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. I know that our audience and those who are watching will appreciate that, and from you with your wife going back to, was that your first time you met her family, or just the first
Uh,
time that you had taken a break from school and stuff?
they, yeah, just first time taking a break. Oh, they all came for the wedding, so
Ah, yes, yes. Did you guys get married in like year?
yeah.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, because I think it's so important. Like, we get sort of stuck in that sort of everyday to day, the grind, your work, your school, and so it really is important to step away and take care of ourselves. So thank you so much, Malone, for sharing that. Thank you so much, Malone, for joining us today and sharing your experiences at BYU, as well as some good life experiences for us out there to keep going and take a break, take a break and reconnect with your families and make sure you just keep going. And also, anyone out there who's looking for some IT technicians, we have Malone right here, got the skills, so just remember that. But yes, thank you very much again, Malone, for coming, and we will catch up with you in the classroom. And everyone, we will be showing different little spots and interviews of our students at BYU Hawaii. So thanks again for joining us. See you later.